Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of GameSwift Townhall. Welcome, Lucas. Welcome, Alan. How are you guys?
Hey guys, I'm actually replacing Pan because he's not available, like he has some health conditions. So I'll be here trying to be like him.
Good, good.
You do a great job.
Cool. So maybe today we will also have a special guest, but we will go to that like further. But before we start, maybe Professor, maybe you would like to give us some details, some updates, some in-depth look at the game and its Web3 aspects, future developments, and plans in the GameSwift. So if you could give us some details regards that.
Yeah, so definitely, guys, a lot of great stuff going on at GameSwift. Huge partnerships like the one which we have announced recently, and of course, Apeiron is one of the major gaming titles here. So we are happy to partner with games like that, and we are also expanding our infrastructure recently. So probably you might have heard about our AI launcher, which was announced a couple of weeks ago, like 1.5 months ago, something like that. And it's I don't want to tease too much, but it's almost here, So be prepared because that will be like another like big campaign surrounding that event that will be releasing this AI launcher, which is great stuff, great thing because it combines the words of gaming and AI and Web3. So these are, I believe, industries which are pretty much interconnected. And I believe, for example, also many games starts to utilize AI features. So I believe, Yulon, also your game is introducing some AI features. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Definitely, yes,
true.
that's correct.
So if you could tell us something more about the benefits, because it looks very, very interesting. It looks like very bullish, I would say. And I would love to know some more details regarding benefits. I think that our community also would love to hear something more regarding that.
Sure. And what you want to learn more is about the AI aspect of the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but great.
So I hope that all the audiences already kind of like have the basic understanding of what our game does, and possibly even looked at some of the videos and footage of our game. So you would know that we have two different game modes. We have, like, obviously we have the real-time strategy card game mode right now that is already available on Epic Game Store, and also if you want to try out our PvP, the build is in our Discord. And we also do have the God Game mode, which is going to be coming out in Q2 2024. We're going to be doing a dual launch on both PC, mobile, and Vision Pro. So what the God Game mode actually does is that it's basically a planet or a world that you would own, where you could actually just go and play classic God simulation gameplay with modern roguelike RPG designs. So what is actually going to happening is that, so everyone is going to be having a planet that they would control, where there's going to be dudes, aka inhabitants, which are the cute and chubby yellow thing that you always see on our Discord or in our game. And those things are, or those inhabitants are also going to be AI trained. So we have been training them since ChatGPT actually came viral. We took us quite a long time, and these dudes would actually have their own thoughts. They would be living their own life, and we trained them to a point where they don't even know that they're in a game. And the way that they talk, the way how they interact with you, their accents, the vocabularies that they use is actually pretty funny, and I would say it's something that it would really blow everyone's mind. At least it blown my mind, and I hope that I would do the same for everyone else who's listening. And for this part, like, I'm not sure about other genres, but for God Game, I would say the AI aspect really goes really really well with the game, because, like, would you how like let's kind of like picture yourself playing. the most similar genre that resembles what we are doing right now is probably gonna be the Sims. Like if you could play the Sims, but all the people inside your world are actual like living beings who have their own thoughts, their own personalities, have to have their own life, and they probably don't even know that they're in your sim. How would that feel? And that's basically what we are trying to build here and vision here. And lucky enough, like we are going to be having that in 2024 Q2. So in no time, you're going to be able to try that out. And if you want to kind of have a glimpse of what we have in store, we also actually did build in the AI within our PVE mode. So in our PVE mode, there are different rooms where there are different incidents where you have to make choices, and by making those choices, that would actually affect what's happening or what equipments you're going to get for later on in the game, right? These are all also AI generated. So yeah, I mean, if you guys have any feedbacks about this and like what you see, like feel free to just comment down below. I'll watch them and I'll reply to them as well.
Cool, cool. It sounds very interesting. What do you think, Lucas? You are a gamer?
Yeah, sounds exciting. Like I would be happy to try this out, especially on on a GameSwift launcher, AI launcher, because that would be like great synergy. I believe AI game, AI launcher. That's
Exactly.
pretty cool stuff working out together. Yeah, so you have explained that you are utilizing these AI aspects to the large extent. So I'm wondering also, you have mentioned about the planet. So I'm wondering, is there like any campaign going on right now? I believe you have announced some kind of airdrop. Is that correct? Some kind of rewards for the early players. Is that something that maybe you could inform our users about?
Sure. So basically, we're trying to reward everyone who interacts with our game. Even like as you said, like early players that we would like to would like to reward as well. For people that are currently participating in our current season, we would also like to reward them. So the logic is actually pretty straightforward. Like if you were an asset holder or a longtime supporter who did um all the interactions and try to our games and whatnot, then you're probably gonna be entitled to the airdrops. And even if you are new, you could just come in and do some daily tasks on our server, on our website, and play some of our games. And obviously, hit a certain rank, then you're also going to get airdropped. Um, I think this kind of is a new meta that's happening within the space, which I wouldn't say is going to be led by us, but we were one of the first to do it, and we're really excited and hype about it.
Perfect. It's very good to hear that, since I'm very hyped also to check out this game. Maybe we'll check out our games. Like you can join to Star Heroes and start to play one match, and I will check out, of course, your game too. Maybe we should also invite one more guest there to speak about Web3 gaming and like the potential with the NFTs. Chris Perdek. Do we have Chris Perdek today on the stream? Chris, do you hear us? Do you see us? Because we are not seeing or hearing you.
Maybe he's shy.
Maybe. Let's give him 1 minute. If not, okay. I feel that maybe we should wait a little more for Chris. So, Lucas, maybe you can tell us something more about the soft launch of the GameSwift shop. How does it look right now? If you could have any updates regarding that, we would love to hear.
Yeah, so this is also nice development going on, and this is both important for players, for users, but also for games, I believe, because we are introducing GameSwift Shop, and this product is basically some kind of infrastructural product which enables games to sell their products. And some of these products are like, let's say merch, like shirts or some kind of, I don't know, mugs or something like that. But this is like something which creates additional layer of engagement for your users. Like we believe that, everything right now is starting to be like more digital, and that's fine, okay. But on the other hand, people, those like gamers, Web3 users, they also want to have some kind of more tangible way of identification themselves within like certain communities and projects they like. So that's why we're introducing this GameSwift shop, which basically enables people to buy some, of course, digitals, but also some tangible assets like let's say shirts, caps, mugs, all of the souvenirs, I could say. So, and this is something great because you can also create additional revenue for your game. So definitely, if people, let's say, on the one hand they hold, let's say, your token, your NFTs. On the other hand, they can also hold your shirts and take some pictures and actually advertise these games outside, because we all know that we at Web3 Gaming we are pretty early, so we want to get more players into the space, and we need to show them, especially let's say in this material, tangible world, that there are projects like Star Heroes, like Apeiron, and people can start playing also these exciting Web3 games. So yeah, this is something nice that actually uh, we are introducing first as a games with this shop, but we are happy also to talk to other projects like games, and they can with us they can set up these shops by themselves, and we can take care all of the about all of the stuff, regarding payments, regarding some taxes, etc. We can take care of that. So this is like pretty straightforward, and this is additional nice, I believe, addition to our this is another addition to our great ecosystem of products. Yeah.
Nice, very very good. So this is something that we can use now, or we should wait a little more for that.
Actually, this is like some kind of pre-launch, I believe. So you can buy some early adopter batch right now, which is like also like a sort of digital item. But on the other hand, you will be also able to buy some new stuff going on, because the first uh, gearbox sale will be going on soon. So this is another
Yeah,
important thing to say, that actually this will be like, I would say, the first big collection that we will be distributing through GameStop Shop.
I see. I see. Uh, Ilon, I have a last question to you. You can also tell me how should I pronounce your name, because it doesn't look too easy for me, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it well.
It's close enough. It's close enough. It's Yulon.
Yulon. Ah, it sounds
Yeah.
even better. It sounds even better.
Yeah.
Like Yulon sounds very good.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's Elon
Yulon.
Musk of the U.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yulon, so I have one more question to you. I would love to ask you more about the future development and plans. This is something very interesting because we are working in a very dynamic space. So I would love to hear like your long-term vision for the game, long-term view for future developments. You can share some details with us.
Sure. I guess I would want to start this by making a metathor. I really like anime. So I'm not sure if you guys heard of it, but there's one anime called SAO, Sword Art Online. I think it was an anime from like 10, 15 years ago. But what is interesting about it is that, so in this, like, they have this like metaverse world where they have this like immersive gaming experience, and there are a couple kinds of players in there. So there are some guilds. There are guilds who are trying to fight for the top, and obviously they would need a lot of resources, and they would also be getting the best resources within the game. And then there are people who are more like a farmer, who are just kind of like wandering around, having their own house beside the lake, fishing every day, and they probably would be supplying some resources to the people who are in the guild as well. And then there are other people, like there are traders, there are just like civilians who are just in the game and doing their own stuff, like how we would be living our own life right now. And this is the vision of our game. How we're going to be doing this is that, so basically I told you that we have the God game, right? The God game and the real-time strategy card game. But these two game modes are not like two different games. So basically, they are interrelated. For the God game mode is actually where people can actually come and um, farm their own things. They could play on the planet. They could be controlling the inhabitants, controlling the what they want to do within the planet, and possibly even help their inhabitants or like doom their inhabitants. Like the choice is yours because it's a god game, right? You could do whatever. You could try to, if you like, you could burn the planet and kill everyone. That's something you could do as well. And even if you do it, you you probably are gonna be still getting something, and those things probably is still gonna be valuable. So we're not gonna give you any playbook. In the long run, we probably won't have the playbook as well because a lot of things are AI generated and AI like Catholic branch out. But what I wanted to say here is that, so even if you're not a hardcore gamer, you can still be playing these kind of game modes and be supporting the more high end players or the more competitive players. And for the competitive theme, there is two major components. So basically, what we're trying to promote here is that we have a guild war mode, and by doing guild war, like that, we have been doing these even before the game launch or during the alpha launch or beta launch. The reason why we wanted this and how we did it was that, so if you looked into our cap table, in our first couple rounds of fundings, we have basically only invited gaming guilds, and we have like Guild5, we have YGG, we have like Snack Club. Like we have them early on is because we wanted to create this was the vision from day one. We wanted to have more guilds. We want to promote the guild gameplay. We want to create a vibe where, like, you know how when you play WoW, like you would just set an alarm at like 4 a.m. just to join a raid, right? We want to have these kind of like environment for the players because we think that these are the environments and the moments that actually bonds the player. A lot of times it's not about the game itself; it's about the players who you play with, right? So that's what we wanted to do to promote. And how do we promote this? Is that you know how in terms of the card game part of things, where the competitive scheme is going to be taking place at, we actually have a really strong advisor. One of our advisors is the distributor of TCG in Asia. So he distributed like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and one major thing about it is that in TCG, like the seasons and tournaments are very important. So we're trying to do both part of things. For tournament part, obviously you see that we are really into esports. We want to make the whole competitive scene very esporty, and therefore we also partnered with like talent, some best esport teams to play our game and promote our game. And at the other side, we also do have the TCG fundamentals, right? So by doing the season thing, basically the only difference between Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh is that Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh only sells the booster pack by themselves, right? They print the booster packs, they sell them, and then they would host tournament around those booster packs to have like new seasons and everything. For us, we would create these booster packs, but we would not be the one who's distributing them. It would be the guilds. So the guilds would be fighting within these like competitive game modes in guild wars, and to kind of like get more resources where that's gonna be the third token that we're going to be launching in Q2 2024 as well. And with this token, basically you could be buying the distribution rights from us. It's going to be in a bidding format. So basically for the larger guilds, they would be fighting, competing between each other. They would have the best players within their guilds fighting at the top of the pyramid and trying to get the distribution right for the next season. And then for the smaller guild, they could simply just come and participate. Like you know how in in Clash Royale or in Clash of Clans, like even like no matter how what size your guild is, you're still gonna get a certain amount of rewards, right? the better you are, the more rewards you're going to get. And these rewards are not going to go in waste, because when these big larger guilds are trying to fight for the top, fight for the resources, and trying to win the bit of the distribution right for the next season, they would need the resources, need the tokens. And these smaller guilds could actually be farming these tokens and sell them to the larger guild. And this is kind of the whole ecosystem and vision that we're looking at. And obviously, we will need a lot of different players to come in. We will need some really good guilds to actually help join force or lead the other players and so on. But I guess that we're still I mean, we're pretty confident that we're in a really good shape, since we have like 25 and counting guilds right now within our ecosystem. They're all investors, all holding a good amount of planets or assets. And obviously, they also do have their own players back then, even from like Axie era. So these players have been following them, and obviously these players are always also going to be following them into Apeiron as well. And yeah, I am very confident that we are very close to the end. We are seeing the end of the tunnel, and this is what's going to happen within like 2-3 months. Sorry, 2-3 quarters.
Perfect. Yulan, that sounds very interesting. I would love to after the show.
Yeah.
I would love to check the details and
I
dive into
think
the
you
game.
guys have like many similarities, your games, because you both put a strong accent on, competition, on competitive gaming, esports, and also bring this sort of I would say modular way of designing games where you introduce like different modules. So in Apeiron you have like God mode, you have card mode, and in Star Heroes you have like space mode with spaceships, and also hero mode, which will be introduced also in the near future. Yeah, many similarities. I think like you share similar values, strong accent on decentralization, on competitiveness, and community ownership. Yeah.
Definitely.
Good. Perfect. So thank you very much, Yulan, for your appearance. It was very great pleasure for you to have you here on board. And let's keep in touch. Let's be in touch on some DMs on Telegram to share the value about the
Definitely.
games.
Yes.
Chris, are you with us? Because we were waiting for our next guest, Chris Perdek. Yeah,
TM.
exactly. This is the guy that was missing there. He has even a new,
For
new, new,
today's,
new hairdress, man.
yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I prepared this to look familiar to you.
You're rebranding yourself, right?
Yeah, and he has like a gaming chair, I believe. So he's prepared to play some Star Heroes maybe soon.
Yeah. We should see. We should see how it works.
It
Okay,
depends. Right now there is only GameSwift merch.
sure. Chris, I would love to ask you more about the Uniqly, because our community here is probably very interested to hear something more about that. You are the CEO and founder of Uniqly, and we would love to hear what this company does and some more details regarding that. Stage is yours.
Okay, sir. So we as Uniqly, we are building a digital layer of technology for physical assets. For now, we have two main products. We have much more in the lineup for this year, but let's stick to these two main ones. So one is redeemable NFTs, where everyone can just go to our website, create his own store, or everyone can just buy some NFTs on our website, and then later they can redeem this. Then they can burn this NFT and redeem this NFT as physical assets. Also, they can resell this, let's say, hoodie in form of NFTs. They can give this to somebody. They can keep it as collectible value. This is like voucher, let's say. And another product, which is implemented in GameSwift from today, this is a digital layer of technology this is a digital asset this is the digital layer of technology. And this here process is totally inverted. So first you have physical asset. So let's do POV from GameSwift merch. Let's say your community will buy those gearboxes, and inside there are some hoodies. So they have to tap the hoodie, tap the NFC tag there with the phone, and here they have to claim ownership of this hoodie in form of NFTs and in form of NFT. And this NFT is key to control content, let's say, on this hoodie. They can add them on POAP, they can add them on social links. Also, you can engage with your community more. Let's say you can create some special rank on Discord only for hoodie holders because they can connect to your Discord with this NFT. Also, you can do stuff like this where, let's say, in next month, you're going to announce, tweet like this: hey, tap any GameSwift garment in the next hour, and there is poker night with Pan Paragraf and Maverick, and you can win 1K GameSwift for this, and you can play with it. The main point here is to connect connect physical assets with our digital lives, and then you can do literally what you want. Also, for example,
so you can actually tell us something more about these use cases, like use cases from the Web3 or maybe Web2, or maybe you are combining it. So if some of the use cases are very appreciated.
So let me give you, let's say, 5 examples of what we can do with GameSwift merch and 5 from Web2 space. Sure. So let's say you are doing party in Berlin in October, and then you are making a post on Twitter. Hey, if you are in Berlin and you are wearing our merch, hey, tap your clothes right now, and there is 500 GameSwift airdrop because you are wearing our clothes on this party. And you can check this through geolocation, who is really in Berlin on this event, who is not. Also, for example, Puma is our client, and they have the ticketing widget. They give away 500 t-shirts with our technology for VIPs on some soccer match, and now they can enter for free to next soccer match because after scanning there will be QR code and so on. You can do the same with some VIP room in your event. Also, if you will be sponsor of this on this event, you can do even free drink widget, what your community can get on the bar after scanning the t-shirt. Also, another piece is metaverse. For now, your clothes are in Decentraland, but we can add more and more metaverses. We can add also Star Heroes games. Some of our assets are in 3,000 games via Ready Player Me. I think you know this company. And a little bit shield from my side. As you've seen, we will do TGE of our token in May, June. So who knows? Maybe people will be able to claim airdrop of our tokens from it. So yeah, this is some ideas for GameSwift. But let me also give you some ideas what we are doing with Web2 brands. So, for example, big brand like Supreme. For them, metaverse or ticketing will be not important. But for them, the most important thing will be if someone can copy, if someone can, make fakes of them hoodies and so on, or if they can make money on resale. So our NFC tags, all of our NFC tags have special private key inside. We are counting the tappings. So no one even can fake your GameSwift hoodies, because if someone will copy the link from this page and will paste this to another, let's say, device, or will just refresh the page, then we'll assume this item is fake because we are counting the tappings. And that's how no one can copy and fake these assets. Also, Supreme, let's say, can make money on resale in real world. We can add functionality like this, where each NFT transfer of this proof of authenticity NFT, we are charging for that, let's say, $10. So for each resale, Supreme will get, let's say, $10. For now, resale function is free, but we can also do stuff like this here. For example, of reselling of your GameSwift hoodies, we can add fee in GameSwift tokens, stuff like this. If it comes to other brands, let's say Zara. For Zara, they don't care about proof of authenticity or resale, but they care how much more clothes they can sell through this new channel, because this is totally new communication channel. Like for the past thousands of years, nothing really changed in the clothing industry. We have, just washing machine and we have e-commerce stores, but nothing really changed in this industry. And now they can sell their assets through, emails, some Instagram influencers, through the website. But right now, if you will buy some Zara clothes with our technology, they can also do some recommendations for you. And let's say if they will earn $2 from every pin that they will implement into them clothing, and they will pay us $1 for it, this is very good deal for them. And last example what I can add, let's do about Nike. So they are not super high end, but also they are not selling t-shirts for $5. So let's say they are on the middle. So for Nike, let's say the biggest use case, they will be data, what they can earn from this technology. Let's say you, Maverick, you bought from Nike.com pink hoodie, and Nike.com will think, this guy is wearing pink hoodies. Okay, let's give him 20% off for pink pants. And when they ship this hoodie to you, you are giving this hoodie to your girlfriend as a birthday gift. But Nike don't know this. But with this technology, they can know this, and then they can realize, oh, this guy have girl, we can give them some coupons, for couple or stuff like this, and they can get more and more data about this. Let's say Nike will do some collection for 12 years old kids or 15 years old kids. They can make, let's say, Fortnite skins claimable from those NFC tags. And yeah, there is thousands utilities what we can add here, and we can update this anytime. So if you will have some ideas, we can do what we want with your GameSwift merch.
That sounds very interesting, actually, and I'm very hyped about using this stuff because this is actually the next step, like combining what's virtual with what's physical, right? So these are actually the real use cases of the NFT technology, as we can use this technology as well in the games. We started from collectibles, and now we can use this also in the real world. So it's actually the next step, maybe the next step. So that is very, very interesting. And I believe that future will bring us a lot of different use cases that we are not even aware of. So
you can even add, special skins to Starship to only, GameSwift hoodie hodlers. You can play with it.
Yeah, this is very important. I think that this is very important to talk about the technology aspects of the NFTs, not only like the speculation one, because there are a lot of great use cases, really, not in the games, in the physical world, in the other different stuffs, and we should actually announce that use cases so people can be aware to see how big potential this technology has. And maybe I would love to also ask you, how did you came to that idea? How did you came to the idea to connect these both worlds, and how it actually started? If you could tell us something more regarding that, this is also very interesting.
Sure. So this story is a little bit about speculating, but also a little bit about this, how I seen the NFT space is only about speculating, and I wanted to do something different. So I don't know if you are familiar with Unisocks. This is the ERC20 token from Uniswap. They just did some meme token, only 300 socks that you can burn and redeem for physical ones. So I bought them in late 2020 for $120, $140, something like this. And during this time, I didn't even know that I can burn them and redeem for physical assets. But when the price go up to 2K, then I realized this, that I can burn this and get physical one pair. And for your information, I sold mine at 2K, but the all-time high price of them was like 150K. And this is the holy grail of physical NFTs. And yeah, then when I sold them for 2K, I realized, if I will redeem this socks to physical world, there is no proof that I have original ones. The only way to prove it that I spent 2K for Unisocks is to go everywhere with my MetaMask mobile and show everyone, hey, look at my socks. I paid 2K for them. And that's when I was starting to doing some research, how we can put, some nicknames on the on-chain, how we can put history item on the on-chain, and that's how it started. But Unisocks was not even NFTs; they are ERC20 token. And during this time, also I seen stupid people who was buying CryptoPunks for 1K, 2K, and it was like, if these degens are buying JPEGs for 2K, they will pay millions for hoodies. And that's how we started Uniqly. And I thought NFT guys are stupid, and that's how, let's say, Uniqly has been started. But then when I joined to NFTs, I love everything about this, and I bought my punk in much, much higher prices. 6 months after I seen punks for 2K, they was for 400K. So I am happy that I bought my punk at cheap price, but not cheap like 2K. And that's how this started. And for first year, we had only the main product where you can buy NFT, burn this, and redeem this NFT as physical assets. But during bull market for the last 1.5 year, when we seen that there was no big hype in NFT space, we had to build totally inverted product and go to Web2 space. And right now, most of our revenue and most of our clients are into Web2 space, and most of them don't even know that they are adding NFTs into them assets, because you are buying a t-shirt, let's say from Adidas, who is our client, then you are tapping it with your phone, you are putting your email, nickname, you are clicking claim ownership, and that's all. NFT storage on Uniqly custodial wallet. If some user is from Web3, he can later log into our platform and connect his wallet. But I guess, but in my opinion, everyone will use NFTs without even knowing that they are using NFTs, and that's how Uniqly is built.
Okay, I see. This is very interesting too. Actually, we would love to hear something more about the token aspects, etc. But this is something probably that we'll ask you later, closer to the listing, as you mentioned. Maybe there is something that you would like to also say or invite somewhere our community, because I think that it would be like the last question. Where can we know something more about Uniqly? Should we be like prepared for something? Should we wait for something? Some details regarding these aspects of the roadmap, if you can share some details.
I will not shill a lot, because in NFT space we don't like the shilling. If someone like the product and project, then he's following us, and in general in NFT space and coin space is totally different. So just I will tell everyone, if you want to know more about Uniqly, just follow us on Twitter, and
sure,
some cool announcement will be this week, next week on Twitter. But yeah, we don't like the speculative thing in NFT space, so I cannot.
We should be prepared, right? We should wait for something to come.
And this is your town hall. If we will be on town hall, then I will be able to say more.
As you mentioned about the speculative aspects, you are actually a very early adopter, and you actually came very soon to the whole, this great big NFTs. And you actually told us about those in the very early stages. So maybe you have some alphas now for the NFT world, right? Like, what should we pay attention to currently, or something like from the investment perspective?
So of course you should pay attention to Star Heroes and GameSwift, and also to Uniqly. But if it comes to NFT alpha, what I can say, I would shill ordinals a little bit, because last year when ordinals came up, I didn't believe in that, because there was no infrastructure. There was, some super creepy wallet. There was no marketplace. Everything was super weird. And I think no one will take care of this, because, when Solana enters the market, they have money to pay for developers. They have to build marketplaces, wallets. In Bitcoin, there is no, I believe Satoshi Nakamoto will not come up with NFT marketplace for Bitcoin ordinals, and I didn't believe that this trend will catch up. But right now, Magic Eden built marketplace for ordinals, also Phantom wallet for Bitcoin, and I see for the last 2 months, ordinals are really pumping and a lot of things are happening there. Like my favorite collection on Bitcoin ordinals are Bitcoin puppets. I told you about them at 0.2 BTC. Right now they are at 0.7 BTC, so around 7K, so around 3K. So they did like 700x in 1 month. So maybe it's bad time to entry, but this is my favorite collection on ordinals. But if it comes to other collections on ETH, let's say, I am very bullish on Sappy Seals because in coin world, there are some metas, let's say meta for AI coins, meta for game coins. In NFT is the same. And Pudgy penguins are in the meta of cute PFPs who can go to, mass adoption and so on. So Sappy Seals are in the same place and they are 20 or 25 times cheaper and community is very strong. And also, this is my bugs. So that's why I'm telling about.
Shield my bags, right? Shield my bags.
Yeah.
You should guys know that because, I don't want to repeat that story when Chris tells me about, for example, CryptoPunks or BYC, like this is something interesting you should buy and I'm not buying, and after that he's coming to me a year or a year and a half later and flexing with his very expensive NFTs.
Also,
I don't want to repeat
I was calling to Camille Jombek when I was buying my first punk because then prices was like 20K, and 20K for my first JPEG was a lot, and I wanted to buy him a punk to split this price 10-10, and he was telling me, no, this is the money washing and so on. I don't believe in this. And then I was thinking for 1 week, and I have to buy mine. And I bought one, I bought second one, and when I bought my second one at 140K, which is my PFP, then Visa bought a punk 1 day later and price skyrocketed to 400K.
Nice story. Yeah, we all thought like that these are only the JPEGs, but
maybe Visa will buy Star Heroes PFP. Who knows?
Maybe we will see. We will see what happens. Okay, Chris, thank you very much for joining our show, for joining our Townhall. We will be looking closely for what Uniqly will be delivering. And yeah, thank you very much once again. If you have any questions to Chris, just ask below the.
Should we do any contest or something?
Yeah, you have an idea?
Yes, I think I have, but we can brainstorm about this here for 20 seconds. So maybe we can give away 25 t-shirts from Star Heroes. We will airdrop them as NFT, and people will be able to redeem them on our website with free shipping and for free. But what people have to do for this? Maybe let's go to Uniqly Twitter, make a retweet on last post, which is partnership with GameSwift, and I don't know, post ETH wallet in comment. What do you think about this?
I think that's interesting, Lucas.
Who will be paying for this?
Chris.
Okay.
Our beloved friend Chris.
But I need to gain at least 25 followers, because if I will give
I love to hear these kind of guests on this show.
25, if I will get 25 followers for 25 t-shirts, then it will be good deal from business perspective.
He has socks for 2K or 120K at the top. He funds our users with some shirts. Sounds great. I like him.
So to summarize,
let's do it, guys. Let's do it then.
Okay. So just retweet our quote post on uniqly.io about GameSwift partnership, and in our post, just leave comment with your ETH wallet, and we will make a draw, let's say, in 2 days, 48 hours.
Perfect. Guys, so you have the great opportunity to win the t-shirt. Let's go with that, guys.
In anticipation of Star Heroes IDO, which is starting in just 10 minutes, I believe, you can also get some Star Heroes shirt.
Yeah,
Free.
exactly.
From Chris.
Exactly. Cool, guys. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Thank you very much, Chris. And just to wrap it out, I would show Lucas. Do you have anything on the table that you want to mention yet? We were talking
Yeah.
about the soft launch of the GameSwift and maybe about the ambassador program or GSPay. Would you like to add something?
Yeah, so GSPay, the second phase was also very successful. I believe we locked another over 7 million tokens. So right now, I believe we have like around half of the circulating supply locked in either like GSPay, either staking. So also some liquidity pools. So this is like also great to have this, some kind of balance and stability brought to our tokenomics. Yeah, so I believe that's great. That's great. But we have achieved that. We see still there is like a huge demand for these services. We'll be like considering opening up maybe some open phase, but for now we'll be like sticking for a couple of weeks with what we've got. So I think in general, I'm pretty happy with GSPay, the second phase. Also, another important thing is, as you mentioned, ambassador program. This is also a second phase. We are recruiting new members, so all of you guys, you are pretty much invited to join this program, because there will be also a huge prize pool for that. They will be able to win even over like $30K or stable coins, of course. We'll see the prize pool. So that's great. And also what we have is another big announcement which is coming tomorrow. Yeah, so be prepared for that. I can just tease you that this is connected with our AI launcher, which is powered by GS Force AI. We are just starting with that. We want to test you guys. What is your current what are your current capabilities regarding your regarding what computers you have, what CPUs, GPUs you have, and start collecting some data, start testing the stuff, start generating some computing power, and then we will be able to roll out, the full product, which will enable you guys not only to play games but also to earn some additional money on top of your computing power. And this is, great utility. We've already teased that, big companies are stepping into this field of computing power by competing for computing power, and we also want to step in this world. We want to join the race, join the likes of Microsoft, Google, and all of the big companies now focusing on computing power, and also gather some decentralized gaming powered computer power. Yeah, so really excited for that. Be prepared. Tomorrow is a huge news regarding this. Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Very nice. Guys, do you have any questions to Lucas?
I just want to buy Star Heroes allocation. I think everyone wants to do it. They think that I will give them some special code for buying guaranteed allocation, Maverick. But that's not possible, is it?
I don't think so.
When DG Star Heroes, I see the question. Do you know, Maverick?
Next month, middle of next month. Now it's a pre-sale.
Yeah, just yesterday you have published tokenomics. I think they are pretty much bullish. So yeah, excited for the IDL. what will be in GS box. Yeah, so that would be like something, very be like different gifts available in this box. So depending on your luck, you will be able to get something which is probably worth more or something which is worth less. Yeah, so we like this idea, of bringing some kind of gifts for community, and they can actually be excited about also opening of the box. In YouTube channels, you can see a lot of things, videos being, presenting people opening some boxes, I don't know, some clothes or some games or whatever. So we're like pretty much inspired by that you can actually not know what you will get.
Will ships have a drift mode? Man, this is a good question. Ships will have a lot of great abilities. We are like updating them and adding to the game one by one. I can tell you that yesterday I played a test version of Star Heroes that you didn't see so far. And this is a huge update. This is a huge upgrade, really, when it comes to the visual and not only, also the technical. Like, I feel that it can even help us much more to become the best esports title in the Web3, and in the Web2 when it comes to the spaceship games, because we are not having this kind of quality spaceship game in the Web2 in this competitive dynamic gameplay. So wait for that. This is something that will be announced very soon. But yesterday I played it, and I'm very, very hyped about the new updates that we are having in the game. Cool, guys. I would love to also invite you to the tomorrow show. Tomorrow there will be a show dedicated only to Star Heroes, so we'll answer all the questions regarding Star Heroes. So save the date tomorrow evening. The show with Vito and Nino, and one special guest. We're just talking with one special guest. He might also appear tomorrow, and it will be the show regarding only Star Heroes. So we will be describing all the aspects regarding Star Heroes. So you should be there. Save the date, and yeah, be there with us. Really. Good new stuff waiting for you there. So I will answer other questions regarding Star Heroes there. Okay, guys, in 50 seconds we are having actually this idea of Star Heroes on Spartadex. Looks interesting. I think that we are coming to the end. So thank you very much, Lucas, and hope that you enjoyed it, and be with us in the next week, in the next Townhall, with the next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Goodbye. It was a pleasure.
Bye-bye.